Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Katie. I'm adding up Addington. Mosquito. Ah, die. Let's talk a little bit about mom uniform and why I have one and how I got there. Well, if this is your first time here, I'm so glad that you have stopped by. I'm Katie. I'm a mom of 8, and you know what? Sometimes life is hard, but you are worth all of the hard work, and I want to encourage you along the way. So I would love for you to hit that subscribe button and stick around with us. I talked way back over a year ago in the beginning of my channel about one small habit that made a huge difference in my life. And that was getting completely dressed and ready every single day. That means I make sure my hair is freshly done, full face of makeup, completely dressed and ready to leave the house, whether I'm actually planning on going anywhere or not. Now, this came out of a period in my life where we were starting a brand new business. I was doing ministry in our local church, and pretty much I found that never a day went by that I wasn't in some sort of like public situation. Either I needed to sign for a business package from the FedEx guy, or I would run into parents of my students from church in the grocery store, or my husband would need me to run a business related errand. So I might be showing up at a client's home. I might be mailing a business package, something where I was reflecting on my husband's brand new company. Now, you know how it goes. And at the time, I just had 2 little kids. What if I stayed home in my PJs during the day with my 2 little kids? Inevitably, that was the day something came up that I wasn't expecting it. And I was not presenting the way that I had hoped to. So over time, I started to think through, what are the roles that I'm filling? I mentioned helping my husband with his brand newly formed business. He runs an IT company, if you are new here, and so it is a professional sort of setting. I was also in ministry where I had a teaching and authority kind of role with students of various ages and other moms, and so I wanted to reflect well on that role, and I wanted to present myself as if I took my job as a mom, because if you're a mom, you know that it's like more than a full-time job. It's not just something you fell into. It's something that consumes your entire day, your entire being. And I decided that I wanted to take that role and that job seriously for myself. And I found that if I got up every day and got dressed and ready and made up and put together, that I felt better. I felt more productive. I felt more optimistic. I found that I felt more professional, per se, in my role as a mom. And so, what does that even mean? What does that look like? And how do I do it? So when I am getting dressed for the day, I have a couple of goals. First of all, I want to be like just shy of business casual. Now, again, this fits into my role in life as occasionally representing my husband's professional services business. That bar may be at a different place for you, depending on what your life looks like. If athletic gear is professionally dressed, if you are spending time with, personal trainers or elite athletes or physical therapists, stuff like that, then athletic wear is entirely appropriate. I am spending a lot of time around business people, and so I want to be just shy of business casual. I'm not wearing pantsuits in my everyday life at home. I want to look at least somewhat polished and put together, like I tried, and put some thought into my outfit and my appearance. But at the same time, it has to be comfortable and practical, because let's be honest, kids and animals, and more kids and more animals, and there is a huge level of practicality to it. Now, for me, when I'm shopping, bonus points if it is ethically and sustainably sourced and socially responsible, because those things are important to me. I believe that the people who make my clothes are made in the image of God just as much as I am. And if they're cheap, if they're ethically sourced and cheap, that's like the gold standard, right? But we all know that sometimes that's really hard. Here is where thrift store shopping can be really, really great. Thrifting allows me to lower my demand and consumption of new clothing items, but also save some bucks, if you know what I mean. Now, I have several great thrift stores, secondhand stores, consignment stores, you name it, I have it close by. We all know that all of our public interactions have been a little dampened over the last year and a half, so I have not spent a lot of time in thrift stores. And time, because mama ain't got time to comb through the thrift store racks. With everything else that I'm doing in my life, I rarely have time to go and just take my time to sift through thrift store racks. So one of my absolute favorite resources, not sponsored at all, I actually use it and love it, is THREDUP. THREDUP is the largest online thrift store. I can sit and scroll on my phone when I have a free minute. I don't have to make a trip to the thrift store and dig. So one of the things that I really love about THREDUP is the ability to search and sort by brands whose style and appearance I know I love or that fit really great, styles that I know I like and are flattering on me. Or you can also order a custom styled goodie box. I have ordered a few of them now, and just really enjoyed that process of seeing what somebody else, given a pretty good description of my style and my lifestyle, what they can pick through and kind of come up with. And so I recently just ordered a box, so I'm going to show you some of those pieces, and then I picked out some pieces for myself during various sale times at THREDUP and ordered those. So I'm going to show you those as well. Another great thing is that you can start a bundle on THREDUP. So if you see something you love, you can buy it and wait for it to ship over the course of about a week. And that way, if you find other things that you love, you can add it to the bundle and you don't have to pay more for shipping. So I'm a huge fan of that. This is what I did during a series of sales. I just bought a couple things at a time over the course of about a week, and then they all shipped together, and I only had to pay for the shipping once. All right, so what kind of things do I look for in a mom uniform? First of all, I said I'm aiming for slightly more casual than business casual, which means I'm not wearing leggings or athletic wear or joggers or anything like that. I usually just wear jeans. I will occasionally wear dresses and skirts, but most of the time I have a couple of great go-to jeans and I just stick with those. Now, I also love feminine details, so embroidery, seaming, ruffles, lace, any of those kinds of things. I love feminine details that are not super over the top, and really make a very basic piece, because here's the secret. Most of the time I'm actually just in jeans and a t-shirt. I just make them look a little bit nicer than that. I love those details that make something very, very simple and comfortable look a little bit elevated. And then finally, I have some basic accessories that I love. Cute shoes that go with any occasion and mix and match with everything. Some statement jewelry pieces that I love. And again, I've talked before about Eden jewelry. It is made by survivors of human trafficking in Southeast Asia, and all of the money I spend on this jewelry goes directly back to the women who made it. I will link that below. I made a video just about Eden itself, so I will also link that, but I highly recommend. So, I'm going to show you some of the things I got and show you maybe how I mix and match them a little bit with things I already have, and give you some ideas. Again, this is not sponsored in any way, but I will leave my personal referral links in the description box below if you would like to try out THREDUP. Again, you are worth your hard work and effort in life, and I would be honored if you would subscribe down below so I can continue to encourage you. Thanks for being here. We'll see you next time.